Hello folks, this is David Hurley of easychesstips.com, and in this, the fourth of a series of short videos about one-point chess problems for beginners and improving players, we're looking at an endgame situation in which black is to move and to find the winning move. We can see that it's a rook endgame. Each side has one rook, but black has a nice advantage. It has a pawn on the second rank that would dearly like to promote and become a queen. But if that is black's move, it is really a bit of a disaster, because white's rook can simply take the promoted pawn, the queen, and this is effectively a drawn game. So b1 queen is not the best move for black. Perhaps you may think black should therefore simply protect the pawn with the rook on a2, but that is also not ideal. It's not the best move by any means, and also it now allows white to check the king and prolong the game like so. So that is also not the best move. There is a much better move for black. And the key to this problem is to keep in mind the power of the pin. If you notice that the white king and the white rook are both on the fourth rank, and you have a rook, you have a pinning opportunity here. The best move, keeping that in mind, is to advance your rook to a4. This pins white's rook to white's king. It prevents white's rook from moving up or down the b file. And that means it prevents white's rook from taking the pawn on b2. But you may wonder, why can't white's rook simply take black's unprotected rook on a4? Well, it can take it, and that is exactly what black would like to see, because in taking the rook, white's rook has moved off the b file, which now leaves black's pawn free to promote and become a queen. And this gives black a winning endgame, provided that black does not blunder. Now, I've put it through the chess engine, and it's a very long, drawn-out endgame, but eventually black should win this endgame. Black has a very big advantage here with a king-queen versus a king-rook endgame. So let's just look at that one more time. In this situation, the best move for black is rook to a4. It's a pretty pin, because if white takes the rook, then black can promote the pawn. On the other hand, if white does not take the rook, we can have this situation. And now this is a much more decisive endgame for black. As long as black does not blunder by allowing white to achieve a stalemate position, black will win this endgame quite easily. So that's all from me, David Hurley of easychesstips.com. Until the next exciting problem video, video 5.